What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna go over the top 5 biggest earthquakes in the world, in historical times, of course. Before we begin, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, earthquake_dude. And without further ado, let's get into the top 5 biggest earthquakes here on Earth. Number 5 is the 9.0 Kamchatka earthquake. This massive earthquake occurred on November 4th, 1952, off the coast of Kamchatka, Russia. You can see there's the epicenter on this map. The type of earthquake the tectonic setting for this was a ocean subducting under a continental plate. So you can see these things can go very, very deep, and that is where you get the largest earthquake. So this earthquake occurred on a subduction zone or a convergent plate boundary, and yeah, it also did cause a tsunami. Here is a photo showing some inundation in a small town in Russia, I believe. I might have to double check that, but it was really hard to find pictures of that earthquake since it's a pretty old. But magnitude 9 is a whopper of an earthquake. Coming in at number 4 is the magnitude 9.1 Tohoku earthquake. Now, a lot of us are going to remember this one because this one occurred on March 11th at 2011. And it happened off the coast of Honshu, Japan. And similar tectonic setting where you have the ocean and ocean continental, or ocean and ocean convergence, where you have oceanic crust being subducted under another oceanic crust. And that's what makes the island of Japan is this volcanic island arc. Now, this one, of course, we all know had a very devastating tsunami as well, and affected a large region of Japan. Here's a photo of that tsunami hitting the coast of Japan and making its way inland. That tsunami was actually very devastating. So, but it's not the biggest earthquakes. No, it's not the biggest one. And that is number 3. The magnitude 9.1 Sumatra earthquake. This is the definition of devastation right here. This earthquake occurred on December 26, 2004, and it was off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. Again, very similar tectonic setting where you have ocean to ocean convergence. So again, these two large oceanic tectonic plates came together, and one of them is being pushed underneath. That's the whole idea of a subduction zone. This earthquake had a very, very devastating tsunami that ultimately killed a lot of people. This is kind of what it looked like after that tsunami hit Indonesia. Just completely wiped out neighborhoods and total destruction. Over 300,000 people died in that earthquake and tsunami combo. One of the most catastrophic hazards in the history of Earth. So, but that earthquake wasn't the biggest one. No, even bigger earthquake was our magnitude 9.2 Great Alaska earthquake, and this one comes in at number 2. And this one occurred on March 27, 1964, off the coast of southern Alaska. And the tectonic setting here is ocean to continent convergence, and you can see there's Anchorage, and you see the shake map. Very, very big earthquake, had a lot of damage as well, but one that we learned a lot about subduction zone earthquakes. You can see here the deformation and the complete catastrophe you see in this town in Alaska. The floor was lifted. There was subsidence and uplift. Of course, there was a large tsunami as well. A lot of liquefaction. So very, very devastating earthquake. But it is not the biggest earthquake in recorded history. No. And that brings us to the biggest earthquake on Earth in recorded history. Goes to number 1. The magnitude 9.5 Chile earthquake. And this one happened 4 years prior to the Alaska one on May 22nd, 1960. A whopper of an earthquake, magnitude 9.5, off the coast of Valdivia, Chile. And if we look at the tectonic setting, it's again ocean to continent convergence. very similar, and just like the Alaska and the Sumatra and the Tohoku earthquake, it generated a tsunami as well, and that tsunami did a lot of damage to Hawaii at that time. Um, very one it is an older earthquake, so it's really hard to find some pictures. But here's a picture I was able to find from the damages of that massive magnitude 9.5 earthquake. So, well, there you have it, guys. Those are the top 5 biggest earthquakes. Now, just because they're the biggest earthquakes, and we're talking about energy wise, doesn't mean they're the deadliest. So I will do a video on the deadliest earthquakes in the upcoming weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And so if there's anything you learned today, it's that 1, subduction zone earthquakes. All 5 of these occurred on subduction zones. Now you can only get these large earthquakes in this specific type of tectonic. And 2, subduction zone earthquakes all generate large tsunamis. And with that, I end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know, hey, did you learn something new? Let me know if you experienced one of these. Obviously, obviously Japan was just 12 years ago, 11 years ago. Okay. And as always, subscribe for the next video. I'll see you guys next time.